Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Round of 16 actions. Fabio Soto, Sam Schultz, Rodrigo Mendoza here at the booth for you. Once again, 2023 KWM Gutterman World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships presented by R&B Sales. Sam Schultz, I got to tell you, this is very entertaining for us because we got two showmen on the court. Of course, right now, game face on for the Minnesota Viking, Jake Bredenbeck. But Eric Cuevas, a really good showman, likes the entertainment value, and he plays for the crowd. What is your outlook on this match?
Well, the way it should go by way of seeding is Jake Bredenbeck should win this one in 2. However, Eric Cuevas, a young up-and-comer on tour, can't put anything past him. He's been putting the work in. Jake had a close one earlier today against Diego Gastelum. He had a close first game, but then made a statement in the second. I look for him to make a statement out of this entire match.
But you know what? This is what I like about Eric Cuevas. He's a regular on tour. As of a couple of years back, he's been almost to every major pro stop there is. And even though he's still in school, he finds a way to be here on tour. And you can tell the work he's put in has given good results. And he has good sparring partners as well, as Eric Trujillo, Samantha Salas, Monse Mejia. They all live in the same city. They spar together. Their head coach is Yanko Renteria, one of the most famous coaches in racquetball today. And we're about to see what Eric Trujillo can develop against the number 2 seed player. The number 2 player on tour, Jake Bredenbeck.
Cuevas in the box, second serve. High backhand lob Z. Both of these players feeling each other out so far. Jake set up with his forehand in the front of the court. Pummels that ball. Screen serve called. Second serve for Jake Bredenbeck.
Good shot right there by Eric Cuevas. And you know what? He needs to come out with every trick in the book to beat the number 2 player on tour. Familiar to see him in the round of 16s, Eric Cuevas.
Yeah, as you said, Fabio, mainstay on tour as of late. Been putting in the work and getting results, as we see right there.
It's a good shot, backhand, just died in the corner. Eric Cuevas gets on the board first, 1-0.
See the other half of the Bredenbeck brothers in the house. You have Sam and Joe Kelly as well as Sam Bredenbeck in the corner of Jake.
Second serve for Cuevas. Let's see what his choice is. It's another good shot by Cuevas, showing a lot of confidence in his game. No hesitation.
Cuevas out to an early 2-0 lead over Jake. Short serve right there by Jake Bredenbeck.
Oh, too much heat there from the Minnesota Viking.
Yeah, Eric Cuevas unable to switch to his backhand grip in time. Tried to golf that one up forehand-wise. Great diving get right there by Eric Cuevas.
Gigantic effort there.
Off the back wall by Eric Cuevas.
Great adjustment, though.
A great rally right there. The effort pays off for Eric Cuevas.
Speaking of adjustments, speaking of adaptations, Cuevas just really does a good number right there on Jake Bredenbeck. That's what the thing. It's about, sometimes, Sam, it's about sending a message. You might beat me, but you have to play your best to do so.
Yeah, we saw that last match with Eric Trujillo. Now Eric Cuevas showing Jake Bredenbeck he can do the same thing. See if he goes to this high backhanded lob. No. Little half lob right there by Cuevas. Same result by Jake Bredenbeck.
It's a good backhand by Jake Bredenbeck. Not at full force, just in the great location.
Ace serve right there by Jake Bredenbeck.
Power, power, power is the name of the game.
2 serving 2. Bredenbeck in the box. Set up forehand. Wow. Eric Cuevas read it like yesterday's news.
Even Jake is smiling, saying, hey, I tried. And it was a good shot by Jake.
It was an amazing shot by Jake Bredenbeck. Shoulder high. And Eric Cuevas sitting on that ball before the ball was even hit.
Well, he's just drinking coffee, waiting for it.
Thought that serve might have been short. No argument from either player. A miss hit by Eric Cuevas, but it pinches and rolls out right in the corner.
Those are the type of shots and type of plays, Sam, that as a young player gets you the respect of veteran players. They say, hey, you know what? You may be the best man on the court right now, but you know what? You have to do your best to defeat me. It's a replay. Some physical contact, it seems.
Yeah, Eric Cuevas just holding up, going to the ceiling, not wanting to hit Jake Bredenbeck. Good to see the respect between these two players is shown. Great serve right there by Eric Cuevas. An avoidable called as that ball was hit, and Eric Cuevas was in the way of Jake Bredenbeck's cross-court shot. Got to give a cross-court and a down the line. Jake Bredenbeck serving 2, serving 3.
Great pickup by Cuevas.
Jake wanting his forehand. Wanting it again, he'll shoot again. Cuevas, great diving get.
Oh, good effort by Cuevas. A little too far away from him, just a few inches from his racket.
Yeah, that's where the length and reach of a player can really help out on those diving, leaning gets. 3 serving 3. It's been a battle so far, and we're only 6 points into this one. Skip right there by Jake Bredenbeck. We'll get Eric Cuevas back in the box. Our official for this match is Eric Trujillo. We just saw him play the last one against Daniel De La Rosa. That ball floated off the back wall, gave Cuevas a setup.
That's a good wide angle pass by Jake Bredenbeck to earn him the lead. 4 serving 3 now.
Cuevas may be trying to do a little bit too much with all these balls, but being the showman he is, goes between the legs. And Jake Bredenbeck just skipping that one into the ground.
You know, that's what sometimes the effort does. You know, it pressures the better player to do it his peak. And right now, Jake didn't come out with the best of it. Eric Cuevas didn't play, as compelling as he could, but he's back in the box.
Yeah, and as rallies wear on, as you get deeper and deeper, more shots into rallies, players tend to hit the ball lower and lower, wanting to kill it. Whereas if you can just stick with the pass, stick with high percentage game, you'll come out on top more times than not.
Oh, hit his racket? I think so.
We're going to hope that that hit Eric Cuevas' racket, because if not, he has a new tattoo, and it did not take 4 hours to get it in a tattoo shop.
You know what? That's the thing. Sam, we've talked about it before. If you're playing a pro player, who would be the last man you would want to get blasted by on the court?
Yeah, the last man I would want to get blasted by, that man wearing red right there. It's not Santa Claus, it is Jake Bredenbeck.
And I completely and totally agree with you on that one. I would not like to get hit by him. Cuevas, only trailing by 1, 3-4. It's a good reset by Cuevas.
Good pickup by Jake right there. Cuevas off the back wall. See what Jake can do with this one. He alligator arms it into the ground right there.
And Cuevas earns that tie at 4 apiece now.
As we mentioned before, Fabio, if Jake Bredenbeck has a good tournament here and Camarado goes out in the quarters or maybe even the semis, we could see a new #1 player on tour.
That's correct.
Jake on take 2 with that backhand, this time with full extension and a full swing. He gets the job done.
First, he needs to take out Eric Cuevas. Remember how he started with Diego Gastelum. It was a very close match. He didn't start on full cylinders, but in the end, the universe corrected itself. And as Jake Bredenbeck takes the lead once again, 5-4. Oh, that's a skip right there, backhanded by Eric Cuevas.
So now Jake Bredenbeck extending his lead as he should, 6-4. See if he can continue this run against Eric Cuevas.
And the court next to us is Rodrigo Montoya versus Elias Nieto. They're underway as well. And the court on the right to us, the LPRT court, is Alexandra Herrera versus Gabriela Martinez. Quite the show we have for everybody in Denver. If you're in the Denver area, come on down to the Highlands Ranch Recreation Center so you can check out one of the best tournaments of the year. Oh, Cuevas had the whole right side to himself.
Had the whole right side to himself and just skipped it in. It'll be a timeout for Eric Cuevas. We'll take 1-2. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on IRT Live.
John Story joined the U.S. military, was killed in an inside attack on the 12th of February 2014. The biggest thing we want to do to help our local Gold Star families and our veterans, that we bring awareness to their opportunities to be served, to be taken care of, to bring to light ever-increasing need for our veterans specifically, to have housing, to have good benefits, to be taken care of. Go to livelikejohn.us. Go to the Donate Now button and help us fulfill our mission.
I played a lot of matches when I was playing the WRT with the gearbox ball. It's a different ball than the other ones. I think it's better for the game. It's durable. I think for fans it's going to be more enjoyable. The rallies are going to be a little longer, so it's going to be fun.
Welcome back to game #1. Jake Bredenbeck leading 8-4. And Jake is on a 4-point run. He had a tie at 4 apiece. Eric Cuevas trying to figure out the Jake train. And as he scores another point, strays away a little bit further. Not a good timeout for Cuevas.
Yeah, the Jake train, very hard to figure out when he does that right there. Blistering serve, gives himself a setup. 3-shot rally, textbook racquetball. Another good serve by Jake. Even though they aren't aces, they're giving him exactly what he wants. Good setups on that 3rd shot of the rally. Cuevas now from the back court got sawed off, but a beautiful swing into the front left corner of the court to get Cuevas back in the box.
So Eric Cuevas needs to figure out a way right now to slow the Jake train because it's getting out of hand. 9 serving 4.
And a replay called right there. Cuevas just had to go around Jake to get to that ball. Eric Cuevas, take 2 on 4-9.
That's a skip right there. That's a good serve by Eddie Cuevas.
Yeah, great serve, and you saw a little bit of indecisiveness by Jake Bredenbeck, whether he was going to take a backhand or a forehand right there. So Cuevas in the box, 5 serving 9. Great shot right there by Cuevas. Way to track it down by Jake Bredenbeck. And as Jake gets back in the box, Fabio, do we have an update of our LPRT court?
Yes, we do actually. Alexandra Herrera and Gabriela Martinez, game number 1, 12-12. Exciting match. So if you want to tune in to see a couple good matches, keep tuning into us and tune into the LPRT as well.
Yeah, put one up on your phone, one up on your tablet, have them side by side, split screen, smart TV.
Jake, very smart play. Wide angle pass by Eddie Cuevas. That's a good shot.
Yeah, tell whatever restaurant you're at who has smart TVs, pull us up on YouTube, Facebook. Put them on, introduce them to something new. Show them the world's most entertaining sport in the world, the fastest sport in the world. Eric Cuevas in the box. Short serve.
Second opportunity for Cuevas, the Monterrey, Mexico native.
Backhand lob Z. Jake cuts it off.
Oh, too far up for the back wall. I missed the seeing shot. 9 serving 5.
Jake in control of this one. Halfway through game 1. The
Good.
power by Jake Bredenbeck
Good
is
cross-court
like
shot.
no other.
Good cross-court shot right there, just out of the reach of Eric Cuevas. Now Bredenbeck in double digits, 10 serving 5.
Great get right there by Jake. Cuevas off the back wall.
And Jake read that one as well.
Yeah,
read it like a book.
Yeah, Jake read that one very well. He started moving as soon as he saw the angle in which Eric Cuevas was going to have to hit that ball.
And when you're such a player that it's experienced as Jake, the body's core position of your opponent, his angle, everything is a tell. You just have to read it correctly at the right time. And if you do, you're going to end up with plays like that.
Very underrated plays, as the pros make them more times than not, and they make them look so easy.
Just like that, Eric Cuevas read it as well.
Cuevas in the box. Short serve. 5 serving 11. Let's see if Eric Cuevas can get off a 5. Try to get some momentum building. Whether it's momentum he takes to try to win back game number 1, or whether it's momentum he tries to take into game number 2, it will help him either way.
Oh, Jake tries to play the 3-wall game there. Came up a few inches short of the front wall. Cuevas is out of that 5-point deficit. I'm sorry, that 5-point hole. 6 serving 11.
Cuevas, great ball tracking skills right there. Backhand setup from him. Now backhand setup for Jake.
Oh, he went for broke, but Cuevas, nothing but splinters on that one. Remind everybody after this match, Conrado Moscoso versus Rocky Carson.
Yeah, that will be at 6 p.m. our time. So if this match finishes up before then, we will take a short break of our streaming, and then we will come back with that match, followed by one match of pro mixed doubles, which will end our night. So stay tuned for more exciting action here in Highlands Ranch, Colorado. Eric Cuevas, now a drive Z to the backhand of Jake Bredenbeck. Did not work. Jake ate that up. Killed it perfectly. Good Z serve right there by Jake. Cuevas able to get a racket on it. Able to get a racket on that one as well. Jake forehand set up middle of the court.
Oh, too much power right there. And it was in the way of his trajectory. Eric Cuevas, nothing to do but go back and receive serve. 12 serving 6 now. It's Jake Bredenbeck. Looks at his opponent. Wow, what a great cross court.
Amazing cross court by Eric Cuevas. And even more impressive that he got it by Jake Bredenbeck, who didn't even touch the ball on its way by.
Cuevas 6-12. That ball was too high up.
Contact between Jake Bredenbeck and Eric Cuevas would have been avoidable anyways. Second serve here for Jake Bredenbeck, wasting no time.
That's one of the things that I appreciate a lot about Jake Bredenbeck's game. Always respect for the game and the opponent, not wasting time with serves. That's a skip right there by Jake. I want to thank everybody again for watching and tuning in. Remember to like our post, share our feed, keep following us on social media. Fantastic Friday. Round of 16 for the men's IRT. Remember, coming up after this one, Conrado Moscoso versus Rocky Carson. We've seen that a few times, Sam, and it's always an exciting one.
Yeah, first time I saw it was back in 2019 at the American Iris. Remember watching that one, went to a tiebreaker.
Oh, yeah.
Confess on myself, I was watching that back in high school while I was in class. It was that exciting that I was skipping class to watch it.
You know, one of the best finals I've seen ever.
Yeah. We'll have a rematch of that. Rocky, now the underdog. At the time, he was the favorite.
Oh, an ace serve by Eric Cuevas. You see a little fist pump right there. Confidence booster.
Cuevas in the box, 7 serving 12. This game is not out of reach for Eric Cuevas. Eric Cuevas now with his backhand second serve once again. Jake stepping up, cutting it off. Backhand setup for Jake.
Oh, and Cuevas missing that one. He had a clear cross-court backhanded shot. Skip shot. Now it's Jake Bredenbeck.
Wrap serve. Cuevas goes up top. Cuevas up top again, playing defense. How long can he play defense without Jake making him pay?
Well, that's the thing. You play defense well enough for long enough, and those mistakes are going to happen with the offense.
And there was one ball right there that I'm very happy Eric Cuevas moved his head on, because Jake Bredenbeck flung that ball right where his head would have been.
That overhead shot was nasty.
Eric Cuevas just able to fight it off, gets himself back in the box. Skip ball right there by Jake Bredenbeck. Eric Cuevas was so locked in, so in the zone, that he went after it anyways.
That he did. 8 serving 12.
The slow but steady comeback, 1 point at a time, 1 rally at a time from Eric Cuevas.
And a mistake by Jake Bredenbeck. You know, that consistency of Eric Cuevas is paying off. I mean, he's just 3 points away from Jake Bredenbeck. That's not a lot. That's not a huge margin.
No, not a huge margin at all. Do you think we see a timeout here coming soon by Jake Bredenbeck if he gives up another point?
I don't think so.
He's never been one to take timeouts when he's down. But if there's a time to do so, it's when you're giving up a run as big as this one to a young gun as good as this one.
That's a great shot by Eddie Cuevas down the line, hit the crack on the right side. And again, another point. Now he's down by 2. 10 serving 12.
Cuevas showing that anything is possible. Even the improbable is not impossible. The number 18th seeded player in this draw, who had to make it here by way of the qualifier, pulled an upset in the round of 32s, now trying to pull an upset here in the round of 16s.
Jake with another mistake, putting Cuevas within 1.
Splinters again from Jake Bredenbeck. He'll take a timeout, and so will we. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back in 1 minute here on IRT Live.
My name is Jake Bredenbeck, and I play with Gearbox. I personally love a solid frame. I've always loved how Gearbox has felt, and there's no better frame on the market. My mindset in racquetball and in life, because I think sports and life just coincide, they're great representations of each other, is you have to work hard, understand that there are going to be setbacks, but if it's something that you want, there's really no stopping you, and that's kind of how I live. I just go after what I want.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live once again here. Timeout taken by Jake Bredenbeck. He's only leading by 1. Eric Cuevas has momentum in his favor. Sam, I got to ask you, is Jake Bredenbeck starting to get a little worried here?
I would have to say he is. He is a seasoned pro on tour, so maybe worried's not the right word, but is there definitely pressure building against him? 110%. In his corner, he has Sam and Joe Kelly, the Kelly brothers, and his brother, Sam Bredenbeck. You know, and it's all been on Jake's hands on why he gave up that run. Skipped a couple too many balls and just some simple unforced errors. He cleans those up, he'll be fine.
Taking advantage of that setup. Now, Eddie Cuevas, a good timeout for him, though. He ties it up. On the other LPRT court, Alexandra Herrera took game number 1, and she's leading right now 5-3 in game 2. Eric Cuevas on the right corner.
So we're all tied up, 12 serving 12.
12 apiece. And this is where Jake Bredenbeck puts his war paint on. It's a great shot right there by Jake. Take no prisoners. And this is where Jake stops hesitating, and he just drills it like he did with that shot right there. 13 serving 12.
Yeah, Jake needs to stop thinking and just do. That is when he is at his very best, Fabio.
I agree. I want to thank everybody again for watching and tuning in. Remember to like our posts, share our feed, keep following us on social media. Fantastic Friday. We're almost at the end of it. Remember, Conrado Moscoso versus Rocky Carson coming up next at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Back to the action. Jake Bredenbeck to the serve. It's a reset there.
Cuevas can shoot this one.
Wow.
He does very well past the forehand of Jake Bredenbeck.
A little bit of a fist bump right there by Eddie Cuevas. You know, not that he feels that he has Jake against the ropes, but he's earning the respect of him. Make him an effort. I mean, he is just 1 point away from Jake Bredenbeck. And we're deep in game number 1.
Great serve right there by Cuevas. Better return.
Oh, yes. That is a screen serve called, and Jake is not happy about that one. No, he is not. Cuevas got a break right there. Good opportunity.
Cuevas' second serve. Caught a break.
Oh, Cuevas did not take advantage of that one. I thought he was going to go down the line on that right side. Try to play cute.
Yeah, no harm, no foul there.
Replay.
Cuevas not happy about that one.
I agree. I don't think that's an avoidable. I think that's a replay. Yes, Jake was in the way of the trajectory, but not of his swing.
Great serve right there by Jake Bredenbeck. Ace.
Ace serve.
And it's game point number 1 for Jake Bredenbeck. Set up plum in the front of the court. Eric Cuevas just unable to get to that one.
Jake takes it 15-12. A good game number 1. Players will take a 2-minute break. We will too. And we'll be back on IRT Live.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM GUTTERMAN Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, and Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Ironman line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell for Manufacturing Marvels.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The 2023 KWM GUTTERMAN World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championships presented by R&B Sales. For the IRT, I'm Fabio Soto with Sam Schultz and Rodrigo Mendoza. Thank you, everybody, for watching and tuning in. Remember to like our posts, share our feed, keep following us on social media. great tournament events. That was a great game number 1, Sam. I got to tell you, it was better than I expected initially, and Cuevas just shows he is a fighter. But I got to tell you, I'm expecting Jake to come out right now on 6th gear. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Jake Bredenbeck, expecting him to come out on 6th gear, definitely, as we saw previously in one of his matches earlier, a close game against Diego Gaslam earlier, and then he came out and made a statement in game number 2. I expect similar results here. However, Eric Cuevas is going to try to make that hard. He's changed into a red shirt, so it's 2 red shirts in the court.
Well, it ain't Sunday, it ain't Tiger Woods, and this ain't golf. So I don't think the red shirt's going to do much.
Maybe they'll bring out orange on Sunday if Jake makes it there for Ricky.
There you go. Jake Bredenbeck, 2 quick points.
Jake backhand setup now, brings it down. Another backhand setup for Jake Bredenbeck. Across the court, that was 2 bounces.
Double bounce there. Cannot get that ball. Eric Cuevas.
Eric Cuevas leaving it all out there once again. He changed his shirt, so we don't need a towel. He is the towel of the court right now with the effort he's been putting in. Three serving 0. Screen serve called.
That's a skip right there by Jake.
Unforced errors was what kept Eric Cuevas in game 1.
That is true.
Jake so far has cleaned them up. That was his first of game number 2.
Cuevas to the serve. Let's see if he can get on the board. And he does. That's a good serve. Jake unable to control that one. Cuevas 1 serving 3.
Once again, after this match, at 6 p.m. local time, we will have Camarado Moscoso versus Rocky Carson.
Wow, what a good return there by Jake Bredenbeck.
A great return by Jake right there.
All those unforced errors that you're talking about that kept Cuevas in the game is what is keeping him out of this game right now.
Yeah, not only has Jake cleaned up his game with only 1 unforced error here in game number 2, but Eric Cuevas is making the unforced errors now. See how cool, calm, and collected Jake Bredenbeck is, not allowing himself to be distracted.
5 very quick points to begin game number 2. Round of 16s. The court next to us, we still have Rodrigo Montoya versus Elias Nieto. Elias, got to tell you, a surprise to be in the round of 16s. He's done a couple of upsets. Good for him.
Yeah, very good for him. He upset Alan Natera earlier today. Big upset. One of the biggest we had in the round of 32s. He also pulled off an upset or 2 in the qualifying bracket just in order to get to the round of 32s. Jake smashes that one right there, but smashes it right back to the forehand of Eric Cuevas.
Down the line winner for Cuevas. Earned that side out and the serve.
Cuevas back in the box, 1 serving 5. Cuevas pouncing on that ball at the front wall like a lion on a gazelle, but he's just unable to win that point. Jake Bredenbeck pulls it out. 5 serving 1. Up top forehand setup for Cuevas. Another skip. Like you said, Fabio, unforced errors for Cuevas this second game have been what is keeping him out of it.
Well, you know what? He has a 5-point deficit right now. It's still early in game 2.
Forehand setup for Jake Bredenbeck.
Didn't keep that one alive. Just too much power from Jake. Very difficult for Cuevas to keep it under control. Timeout is requested for Eddie Cuevas. He takes a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back on IRT Live.
Looks like you've been sleeping well.
Megan, he's back. The My Pillow guy.
And you're looking good.
Still feeling good.
Well, just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we've got the best pillow ever, My Pillow 2.0. When I invented My Pillow, it had everything you'd ever want in a pillow. Well, now there's new technology that makes it even better. My Pillow 2.0 has my patented fill combined with a cooling fabric with temperature regulating thread. My Pillow 2.0 is truly the next generation of My Pillow.
The best sleep just got even better. Whether you have a My Pillow or not, you need to get the brand new My.
Back to the action, ladies and gentlemen, as we resume play after an Eddie Cuevas timeout. And a good timeout for him. He earns that side out. Way to get that momentum in his favor.
Yeah, Eric Cuevas, good timeout, not letting that lead run away too much.
Cuevas with the serve.
Jake wanted to pounce on that one. Retreats all the way to the back wall, and that's side wall, front wall kill by Jake Bredenbeck. Ace right there by Jake.
8 serving 1 now.
Jake wasting no time. As soon as Eric Cuevas' racket goes down, the ball gets dropped, and he is on a roll.
Well, that's why we respect Jake a lot in the professional game. He's not one to take 20 seconds to serve. Very serious about time management. Follows the rules. Love it.
And he is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Fabio, but the head of the Players Association for the tour.
And he has to set an example, and he always does. He's very, very good at
it. Give Jake a lot of credit for stepping up to that role.
A little too much heat there.
Yeah.
Jake, has a commanding 10-point lead now in game number 2. And as you mentioned, he's on the Players Association, but he sets a good example of, chivalry, showmanship, and not just that, being serious about the game, about following the rules. Very good example, especially for the young generation of players that are coming up.
Yeah, and right now, Jake Bredenbeck heating up on the court, bringing the fire to the brutal north of Minnesota, where he is from. Heating it up at the end of summer.
Jake Bredenbeck goes to the box.
11 serving 1. As we said, Fabio, we thought we might see a statement game out of him. We're seeing one right here.
Oh, Cuevas between the legs. Wow.
Between the legs while jumping. Jake's pouncing on this one. Great. And Eric just can't catch up to it.
Great pass to the right side. That's been the trend for Jake Bredenbeck. That forehand of Cuevas is being exploited.
Great shot right there by Eric Cuevas. Gets himself back in the box. We'll see if he can get himself some points. As we were talking earlier during one of the timeouts, Fabio, Eric Cuevas has been in the round of 16s before.
Yes, he
multiple times, but has never moved on to the quarterfinals at a Tier 1 event.
No, he has not. He's getting there, though. He's still very, very young. This is the first year that he cannot qualify for the junior national team because of his age. So he's 22 years young.
Still one of the youngest constant players on tour.
Right angle.
Cuevas getting every ball he can, hopping around the court to get every angle he can.
Wow, kept alive again. What a good reset by Jake. Oh, didn't make it. What a rally in favor of Eddie Cuevas. That's tremendous, and that's a huge momentum builder, confidence booster. Let's take a look at a replay right here. Look at this. Eric Cuevas just flying to the front of the court.
I'm very surprised that that ball didn't make it back from Jake Bredenbeck here.
Look at that. And it didn't make it. Wow, great effort, fantastic rally, tremendous play. Just to give you a quick update right now, Alexandra Herrera won her match versus Gabriela Martinez in 2 straight.
An impressive win for Alexandria Herrera.
And making a statement, you know, Gabriela Martinez has always given her trouble. So congratulations to her on a great win. But right now, Eddie Cuevas back in the box, 3 serving 12. Cuevas to the serve. You know what? Not a bad serve from Cuevas, but you know Jake is just pulling it out of the stops right there. But it's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, not a bad serve by Cuevas. Not a great serve by Cuevas.
No,
Let it come off the back wall just a little bit for Jake to tee off on.
There you go, Jake, implementing that power.
Jake on the short hop.
13 serving 3.
Not sure what Eric Cuevas wants right there.
Not sure either. I don't have no idea.
It looked like he was asking for encroachment, but Jake did not hit that ball on the return of serve.
No, I agree. Seemed like a clean play. Cuevas hit a little too deep.
Great diving get.
Not that one possible right now, as Jake Bredenbeck has match point number 1.
Yeah, and in game 2 so far throughout this draw, when we've seen Jake Bredenbeck, he looks like he may be the newest number 1 player on tour.
So remember, after this match, well, at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we will have Conrado Moscoso versus Rocky Carson. And at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, we will have Erika and Adam Manilla versus Monse Mejia and Javier Mar to close the night. What a way to close it at the World Singles and Doubles Open Championships. Other than that, a mixed pro match.
Yeah, 2 more great matches coming up tonight, 2 hours apart from each other, so we'll have about a 30-minute break after this match.
Second serve. And that is a double fault right there, very visible. And I got to tell you, I agree with the referee. That was the screen.
Yeah, I agree with the referee. No argument from Jake Bredenbeck, but you can tell he's definitely frustrated with himself. As we were saying, we'll have about a 30-minute break after this match until Conrado and Rocky.
Just in case Cuevas doesn't pull the upset. Cuevas can't score, goes back to receive serve. Match point number 2.
Jake off his backhand, puts it down the line. Cuevas off the back wall. Forehand set up for Jake.
Cuevas again keeps it alive.
Good gets by Cuevas. Now an opportunity for Cuevas.
Wide angle, fantastic shot, Eddie Cuevas.
It's an amazing shot by Eric Cuevas just to get that wide angle far enough away from Jake Bredenbeck to not even be able to get a racket on it.
What a commitment right there by the Monterrey native. Whoa, that hit the crack on the left. Unfortunate for Eddie Cuevas. Now another match point.
Yeah, match point opportunity number 3 is the 3rd time a charm for Jake Bredenbeck. Drive serve.
between the legs. Jake can't get to it. Oh, here we go. Blasted it. And finally, Jake Bredenbeck earns that shot and takes the match 15-12, 15-3.
So coming up in about 45 minutes at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, we'll have the #1 player in the world, Camarado Moscoso from Sucre, Bolivia, versus the former #1 player in the world from California, Rocky Carson. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Jake Bredenbeck for moving on to the round of the quarterfinals. For Sam Schultz and Fabio Soto, our production team in Rodrigo Mendoza and Pablo Farge, we are signing off on IRT Live.